What's up guys, it's Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Was Reborn in DC Universe and Became an Anti-Hero. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And please do leave in the suggestions your ideas and comments. They keep me motivated and give me inspiration to create, your stories and sometimes create my own ideas. Thanks to your help. Anyways, enough said. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. The story begins after the end of a great battle and with the death of a great hero. Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves, as he was laying on the battlefield, and right next to him was Ishiki Otsutsuki, who he has defeated thanks to the help of his trusted friend Kurama. Both of them combined their strengths and used Baryon mode, a new form of mode in which one of them had to sacrifice theirself. But even if Kurama was the one who tricked Naruto into making sure that he was the one who sacrificed and Naruto remained safe, Naruto, due to his wounds, was coming to his death now, and due to chakra exhaustion, he couldn't heal like he would before. As that is when Sasuke and Boruto came close to him, and even Kawaki, who were there. Yondam-sama. Naruto, no! Hold on! Touchan, please! Said the three of them, but Naruto's vision was already getting blurry. I'm sorry, Sasuke, Boruto, everyone. And with these words, his eyes closed shut, and his body went limp. Sasuke, Boruto, and Kawaki stood there still, their eyes widened in disbelief. Naruto always bounced back, but it seemed like this wasn't the time. He was finally dead, really dead, and there was nothing they could do about it. No, I won't settle for this. As Sasuke tried to bring him back with his Rinne Sharingan, but he couldn't. Damn it! I'm low in chakra, I can't. As now we see, Naruto found himself in another place, in a limbo-like state, as he saw a fireplace, as he went and sat down near it, as that is when he witnessed that there was another person sitting right next to him. It was the same person that he has met when he was young in the 4th grade Shinobi War. It's been a long time, Saitama. I'm surprised that you're not going to call me Supergrams like you did the last time, Naruto. Well, I was young back at the time. So, this is, well, the afterlife, I guess. No, Naruto. This is Limbo. Limbo? But why am I here even? Well, you have unfinished business. Unfinished business? Well, yeah, I guess I had some unfinished things left to do, which I regret not doing, but I don't think I have any, regret or anything, or a grudge. Now, normally, Naruto, that would have been the case for you to be brought here. But you are special. You're not here because of that. You see, Shinigami-sama is here to talk with you yourself. As that is when two people appeared there, as one of them was Shinigami and the other one wore a golden helmet over his face. As now we see, the Shinigami then spoke. The child of prophecy, savior of the elemental nation, Naruto Uzumaki. It is finally nice to meet you, if I say so. Shinigami-sama, it is an honor to meet you. And who might this be? This is Dr. Fate, and he is from another reality. A reality far worse and different than ours. Okay, what can I do then? Straight to the point. You were right, Shinigami-sama. He would understand. Well, obviously, if you are here with me, then he would understand. What can I do? Well, Naruto, we know that you have a motto which correlates that you would not kill or anything. But as you see, as a vision appeared in front of Naruto's eyes, with Dr. Fate's abilities, as Naruto witnessed the destruction and chaos everywhere that was pursuing. Oh my god. How could this happen? It happened because of the humans and the monsters that the humanity created in my timeline. We don't have abilities like yours, but to gain them, many people have conducted experiments. Like Orochimaru? Yes, but on a much worse and larger scale. And that is why The monsters were created that harmed the society to the point where heroes arose from that society, but even those heroes had some morale and code. Because of those morals and code, they always were the ones on the losing end, and the one who suffered the most were the people in the end. Seeing this, the cycle continue over and over again, I had no other choice but to search for a warrior who could finally put an end to this. After going through timeline and timeline, I finally settled on for this, because one, you have no grudge or any work left there. You'd be able to leave this reality and be reborn again. Reborn again. In that timeline, I don't think I would be able to survive. You don't have to worry. You'll be born in the past, because this is the future that in which the Dr. Fate came from. You will meet later in the future, and he might not even know if you meet or not. As Naruto was confused, what do you mean? You see, Naruto, I am a guardian of the timeline, and many other things. I might not be able to meet you, but you must know your duties and job, and that is why I have arrived here. And thanks to Shinigami-sama finally understanding what I was trying to convey, they have offered me your help. But I'm not gonna just take you with me, because you need to agree to this first. Know this, many of my people have suffered, innocent ones. What is this anti-hero, as you say, that you want me to become? It is simple, Naruto. You're gonna watch and see if they are redeemable or not. If they are not, then in this world, if there is no other way, you have to kill them. And believe me when I say this, what Dr. Fate showed me, even I myself find them disgusting to the no point of survival. I see. Good. You will be born as Nathan Wayne, a twin brother of Bruce Wayne. Alongside him. What? What do you mean? He is a prime hero who is going to grow up to be the most greatest detective ever, and the greatest hero that have caused enough fear for his and many other enemies, even without any powers. Really? Yes. Just because of his tech and physical combat strength, he has been able to dominate and even go head to head with the most greatest threats of the whole universe on our side, like the dark side himself. I see. What else will I be able to take here with me? Your chakra knowledge, whatever you have learned, and your sage mode. And not only that, here, as Naruto was given the ability of Mokitan. Mokitan? Yes, you'll be able to use it, because it will be useful to you in that realm. Since there is no toads or toad summonings, you will learn the Senjutsu chakra of this, the nature itself. I see. What about Kurama? What happened to him? Kurama is safe now, and will be reborn back into the world 9 to 10 years later. He has been already told of this, and he has one thing to say. Give them hell, kid. That is what he said. Same old Kurama, huh? I guess I'll do my best then. Are you ready then, Naruto? Have you decided? If you need more time, you can think all you want here. No. It's no point to waste time here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. I have decided, by the way. Let's do this. As now we see Naruto in a bright light was emerged and dispersed. As now we see Naruto found himself in a crib, and right next to him he heard a voice. As Naruto's eyes widened when he saw this, there was a boy next to him with blue eyes and black hair and white skin, similar to him, but his hair was a little bit blondish, not black, like his mother. As in front of him stood a butler as well as two parents on one side. Helfred, they look beautiful, but I don't understand one thing, Master Rain. What is it that, old friend? Why are there twins? I thought that you told me that there was only going to be one boy. We also thought that, but surprisingly, once the delivery came due, there were twins there, and we were also shocked, because it was a fully developed twin. I don't understand how he got through all of the MRI and all that you have done. Well, it could have been sleep or technical difficulty, as they have said, but we're happy that we have twin sons. And so Naruto's life with them began. For the first 8 years of his life, he was quite happy, being a younger brother of Bruce and his twin, and him being called Nathan now was quite surprising. But Naruto said that he liked the name Naruto, so on his forced that they changed his name to Naruto. When asked why, he said that it was his favorite name because he read some manga or so, which was quite popular as well there, due to Japanese culture coming in to Gotham as well. So Naruto's name was changed from Nathan to Naruto again, even in this world, and he was happy about this, to keep at least one thing original about himself even in this world. And so, on a fateful day in nighttime, once they were returning from after watching a movie through an alleyway, their parents got ambushed, and so did Bruce. And this time, there were a lot of thugs, and they shot from all sides. The parents defended their children, as that is when Naruto unlocked his chakra because of pure rage, and beated them all down. While Bruce was injured, he looked at his parents to see that they were dead. So he took whatever they had on them, and took his brother to the hospital. While there, he informed through a phone booth about what happened to Alfred, who arrived there and made sure that the bodies of the Wayne, Patrick, and Matrix were recovered. And soon after, the news became quite public that what happened, and both Naruto and Bruce were left now alone. As Bruce after that incident became quite cold, and so did Naruto, but he tried to cheer Bruce up, but to no extent. As a few years passed and Naruto still tried his best, until one day Bruce was pissed and punched him. "Why are you so happy all the time? Don't you see what has happened? We lost our whole family. How can you be so happy and giddy about this? If it was me, I would have killed them all." As Naruto looked down, realizing what the sage and even that Dr. Fate person said to him, be an anti-hero, and his brother was supposed to be a hero, so he didn't force him, as he, like a kid, had to act as he punched Bruce again. "Oh yeah? You think I'm not sad? You're all I have left as a family. You and both Alfred. If you don't like it that much, then go to hell for all I care," said Naruto as he dashed into his room, as Bruce was left there alone all by himself, with disbelief in his eyes because his little brother just said this to him, as even Alfred was shocked, and he was saddened to see that the two brothers were fighting against one another. "Master Bruce, Master Naruto has been trying his best to get you out of it for many years. He too, like you, have suffered, but he is the younger one. Even though it is your duty to console him, he is the one trying to console you." "You're right, Alfred. What should I do? What can I do? Many suffer like what you have suffered in Gotham daily. Don't you think that what you did was quite rude? Maybe you should apologize." As that is when Bruce went to Naruto's room, but only without knocking, he left with a new determination in his eyes, because at that time he had a motivation and an idea. And so after that we have a time skip to the future, as now we see a 28-year-old Batman, which was, a quite dominant hero, and the only hero in Gotham by now, which the villains were afraid of, patrolling the area until another hero, a vigilante, appeared, which was never heard or seen before, and he was found in a warehouse in which many of the goons of Penguin were killed, and the Penguin was pinned and beaten to the point that the one who was beating him, the vigilante, his fist was covered in red, which was seemingly the blood of Penguin. As Bruce in his Batman call jumped down. "Stop this! Why are you doing this? Who even are you?" "Always one to ask the questions," said Naruto, changing his voice as well into a deeper tone. "Answer me. Why are you doing this?" "Simple. Like you, I finish what you start." As that is when he witnessed that with a single pressure point and a cracking sound, Penguin lay on the ground in deep pain. Seeing this, Batman became enraged and charged at him, only for Batman to be backhanded and slammed into the wall. Seemingly enough, he was able to notice that the vigilante didn't even had to budge to knock him out, making sure that he realized that he was the one on the losing end this time. "Don't worry, Batman, I didn't kill him. He's alive and breathing, you can check." As Batman did while keeping an eye on the said vigilante. "What did you do?" "I made sure that he is paralyzed. From neck down, that is. Forever." "What? Why would you do this?" "So that he cannot cause any harm." Stopping him alone won't solve any of this, you know that, right? Of course I do. As Batman's eyes narrowed, what do you plan to do with Gotham? What else? I'm not gonna kill, because I respect you, I'm gonna abide by that rule. And I don't like killing as well. But I can do this. Make sure they're rendered useless forever. This will give them enough time to think about what they have done. And maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to come back to their senses. But they won't be able to do anything then, right? All that there is left for them is despair and regret for those who have lost their lives because of them. I know that much, Batman. Who even are you? You haven't answered my question. Well, to humor you, how about this? You can call me Hound, said the black mask, which was like a panther as well as a black armor wearing person that disappeared in a smoke bomb, said, as Batman just stood there. Batman to the Batcave. As a voice came from the other side, it was a younger voice. It was Robin and Batgirl there. What is it, Batman? Said Batgirl. Barbara, I need you to track down this new guy. Use the Bat computer to track this person down. Whatever CCTV you need to hack it. Who is it? A vigilante. As the description was given and the name as well. Create a file as well. Name it Hound. He was able to backhand me without any effort. And not only that, he took down the Mafia. Which family? Quabblepot. They have been eradicated. Is he? He's alive, but in a much worse state than that. Paralyzed from neck down. As their eyes were widened. Okay, we'll do this. As after that we see Batman arrived at the Batcave after patrolling the night. But this was becoming a common, event now. Within a few weeks, a person or a mafia was found. Black Mask was found, and soon after that, many corrupt criminals were found. And so, this new power player in Gotham became quite popular with the people, because which were regarded as a collateral damage now had their own hero, a vigilante who protected them and made sure nobody could harm them forever. They were happy because the criminals were finally getting a sort of punishment that they deserved, and the system that denied them their justice was finally being served by this vigilante. And on the other side, Batman and the GCPD and the politicians were not happy because they were unaware of this mess. As now we see, back in Batcave, as Alfred was there, they alongside with both Barbara and Dick Grayson, who were there alongside with Bruce, were discussing a plan. You have to talk to them, Bruce. This is the only way. This is Gotham's matter. We have to handle them. Handle him alone. We can't make sure that Justice League interfere because of one criminal. Master Bruce, I think your ego is getting into this. What? Alfred? This is not a matter of life and death. That person is eradicating and destroying lives out there. You have to put an end to this. Oh, and I almost forgot. Master Naruto is back in town, and he might pay you a visit one of these days. I see. Naruto? Who's that? Your friend? My brother. After we fought at a young age, he stopped talking to me. I to this day haven't talked to him since. And once he came of age, he left to college to study in Metropolis and stayed there. I kept tabs on him here and there, but after some times it was getting quite hectic because, he didn't want anything to do with Wayne's at all. Or, to me at least. Said Bruce with quiet desperation and with guilt in his eyes, because he knew he was the one who pushed his brother away. And to this day, his brother has stayed away from him. This way Bruce was kind of happy, at the same time a lot sad and feeling guilt. Happy that his brother was safe and away from Gotham, as well as nobody would target him. And sad because, for the obvious reasons, he was alone. Even though he had a blood relative out there, his little brother, he was still alone. As on the other side, we see in a hidden apartment in between the walls of Gotham, we see a person watching over his own computer. So this is what you think after all these years, huh? Pathetic, Bruce. But still, it's kind of nice knowing you have a bit of humanity left in you. But I don't care about you, brother. I am happy what you are doing, but Gotham needs itself an anti-hero. A hero who will put an end to this crime, so that thus civilians will be the one who won't suffer. It seems you have forgotten the purpose of wearing that mask, and Hound is here to make sure you remember why was that reason. As now we see on the other side, a few months went by and Gotham was more than ever scared. The underworld was. As in Metropolis, something interesting happened. Lex Luthor was found paralyzed the same way, and not only that, his all dark deepest secret, his dirty laundry, the Luthor's dirty laundry, was placed in public, covered by the Metropolis Daily Planet himself, by Lois Lane being the head reporter. As after being discovered, we see that Superman was confused as the Justice League was holding a meeting up there in the space. How did this happen, Clark? How could have this happened? I don't know. I didn't even heard anything. My super hearing is in more than enough so that I can even hear what is going on in Gotham all the way. I know who might have done this, said Batman, as everyone looked over him, and even Superman did. Who is it, Bruce? It is him. Who? Hound. A new power player that appeared a few months back in Gotham. He has been doing the same with the criminals. Mafia has been wiped out almost. What? Yes, but this isn't a solution. He isn't killing them. He is paralyzing them from neck down. So it's not kind of like he's breaking any laws or rules here. I mean, they are the bad guys, said Barry, the red speedster. As now we see, everyone looked at him. What? Barry, that doesn't mean that what he's doing is right. Well, I kind of agree of what he's doing, but we at least need to know and evaluate he's our ally or not. Well, true, but we need to make sure that he stops what he's doing. There is a law and justice system that has been made to serve them justice. As that is when a shadow appeared there as he was standing on the table, looking at all of them as they were all shocked that they didn't even sense his presence. You know, it was getting quite boring to hide there, as even Martian Manhunter was surprised. As John then said, How? I could have noticed you. I'm able to mask many of my things, Manhunter. You wouldn't have noticed jack shit if I didn't want you to know. As that is when he turned towards all. My mission is not to fight against you. My mission is simple. To remind you of why you wear those symbols and this suit. Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Diana Prince, Barry Allen, Hal Jordan. As one by one their names and identities were revealed. As immediately they were on the defense. How do you know so much about us? As that is when Hound took off his mask. Because I know you well, brother. As Bruce's eyes widened. As did Clark. Naruto Wayne. How is this possible? Oh, please. Like you did not knew. I was in Metropolis. But I was not blind or deaf of what was going on around. Batman. So original. I knew about the cave as well. And I knew where your hideout was all along. How? I was born there alongside you, Bruce. We lived in the same house. And you thought never in a million years I would have been able to find out about this after I left? How could you have been so idiot, though? But why are you doing this, Naruto? Why? He said, with sadness in his voice, which his teammates were shocked to hear. One thing is to remind you why you wore that. It was to protect people, not to become a symbol of, well, vigilantism. You have all become a symbol of power in your own cities, not the symbol of peace or hope. Still, people become collateral damage every day whenever you fight your criminals. Have you never noticed that? People die. People die, and that is why what I am doing is effective. I'm not saying it is right. No, not one bit. I don't like this one bit. I lost my parents because of them. He lost his parents as well. You lost your parents because of a brainiac robot. And your people, Diana, have been a warrior race, right? Who have been condemned because of a god who mistreated you. How do you know so much about us? I did my homework before coming here, obviously. And plus I kind of knew his bad computer's password, and that is why I was able to hack into it. How did you? It's simple. Who would have not guessed? I mean, come on. I'm gonna change that soon. I know what you're gonna place it on, and no, don't even bother or try. It's not like I revealed it, but you know about this. And I'm your enemy now? I don't know. Even if you are my brother, what you are doing is wrong, and what you are doing is right. At least we deliver it to a system who is corrupt, Bruce. Even you and I know that. The veins are corrupt. Even the corruption run deep in our own enterprise, and you haven't been aware of that. Here you go. As a pen drive was thrown at him. In it are the name of those people who have embezzled more money than you think, harmed those many civilians out there that you couldn't have ever imagined. As Bruce's eyes widened, how did you? As I said, have been doing my job while being away from Gotham and been hiding. That is why I begin to detest the place I was born in. The city I was born in. But then I realized, if you can't realize what you're meant to do with that mask, it is time I did. And I'm gonna make sure that I fulfill it in every city. No, it's not like I'm killing them or anything. Again, as I said, they are alive, but in a state there that is much worse than that. Correct. They need to realize that the money won't save them. The more they harm, the more they become greedy. Someone will catch up to them with the consequences of their action. And that someone turns out to be me this time around. What makes you think that you are here? We will let you leave, said Clark. Try me, Blue Boy. As Superman, now having enough, charged at him as Batman and said, Clark, no! But that is when something interesting happened. Naruto grabbed him by his fist and literally slammed him on the table, which was quite shocking to all, and even to, well, Superman, who was in pain. How is this? Turns out I have been born with some genetic mutations. Enough strength that I can even cobble Superman to the ground. As that is when Diana charged and punched him on the face, only for Naruto to not even budge. See? As Naruto grabbed her by the face and said, I don't like hitting women, especially beautiful ones, as he winked at her, causing her to blush, as this caused enough of time for Naruto to disappear from there. Well, I had my fun, and gave you the tools to remember why you wore those things. It's not just costume party that you have gathered here. You are goddamn heroes. Your first priority, even before anything, is to protect the civilians, because their lives matter the most, after all. As after that, his voice became non-existent. As after that, Batman said, I now know what needs to be done. As Batman arrived back at Gotham, and was standing right next to the bat signal, unknown to him, the whole Justice League has been hiding as well. As Barry then said, Psst, hey. What, Barry? Hell, do you think it is a good idea that we came here without telling bats, you know? I don't know, to be honest, what they are thinking, but we all are here. And we need to know and evaluate why he is doing this. What's driving him to do this? As that is when third voice next to them said, Well, I'll tell you honestly why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I like to. See? Even he knows something is up. Wait, what? What? Said both of them as they jumped, and even Bruce was alerted. Ha! Caught you. Wait, why are you being so friendly with us? Well, first of all, you're my big brother's colleague, so I at least have to know what kind of people you are. And I gotta say, I kind of like you, Flash. You're kind of my type of guy, and company I would keep around. Naruto, enough of this. And why are you all here? We got worried about you, Bruce. We know that things could get out of hand, since he's quite strong. Listen to me, please. All of you, can we go and talk to all of you on the Batcave? Fine. As Bruce nodded, and all of them arrived to the Batcave, as dear Alfred was even surprised that he stood there as well. Alfred, why are you here? Shouldn't you be? I need to know why the young master has been keeping this a secret from us. Not like you didn't keep a secret from me, right? Even if we did, I am the one who should have at least been aware of this circumstance. I'm sorry, Alfred. Well, anyways, tell us what you want to tell us, big guy, said Flash. Fine. As Naruto took off his mask and placed it on the table next to them. I'm doing this because when I was in Metropolis, remember the chemical factory attack that happened there, Clark? That you and Lois covered as an accident? It was an accident. All the evidence there claimed and proved that it was an accident. It wasn't. I was working there as a part-time job employee, and with me worked many of my friends there who were, well, in a lot bad situation than me. It was thanks to Luther throwing his own assistant there because of his madness there and named it as an accident. Thanks to my mutation, I was able to survive. The lone survivor. It was me. So you're the lone survivor that was kept hidden in secret. Yes, obviously. And they even tried to kill me, so I kept my identity hidden. What? They tried to? Well, obviously I changed my name from Naruto Wayne to Naruto Uzumaki and they thought I was a Japanese American, so that is why they tried to silence me with, by killing me and throwing me into the river. You don't know what is going on in your city, big blue guy. Because once I was there, I was able to see the dark side. And not only that, I visited then many of your cities after my supposed death. I'll keep continuing setting fake letters from there on. And found many disgusting things. Yellow Flash, Yellow Lantern, and many other. You have let your criminals run free for way too long, and in return they have caused havoc and destruction and death to many innocent people. And what you have done? Locked them away and only for them to break free and cause more havoc again? Come on, for how long are you going to continue the same thing? But that doesn't mean what you are doing is right, and I don't agree with myself, but we have no other choice. I'm even telling you this, my next target is Joker, and after that I'm going straight towards Darkseid himself. What? You're not doing this! You can't stop me, Bruce. Heck, I'm not even here. As with the puff of smoke, Naruto disappeared, as they were all left in shock. How is this possible? He must be around here somewhere. As Superman scanned everywhere, he's not here. He's not even in Gotham. Where is he? As that is when Bruce, feeling something bad, he searched the watchtower and saw that there was a pod missing from there. Damn it! He took the escape pod and set the trajectory towards the Apokolips. We have to go there now. He's gonna get himself killed. As now being worried as a big brother, he dashed there with the Justice League. Using their own ship, they arrived there to find that the Apokolips was now in an apocalypse of its own. The parademons were all dead, and all of, the loyal subjects of Apokolips were killed as well. And Apokolips was on his knees as Naruto was standing over him, towering in his mask as a hound, and with his katana that he was wearing, he sliced his neck off, cleaving it off, making sure that he was not alive anymore. And after that, he used his ability that shocked them all, slamming his hands together, markings appearing on his face. Mokaton. Wood forestation! As on the whole planet, many things that were covered in lava froze and turned into mud, softening it. And after that, many greenery, all sort of nature grew there. And after that, Naruto made an artificial river source there as well. And in front of their own eyes, Naruto made Apokolips into a heaven of its own right. How is this possible? Is he a god or something? Thought Diana, as everyone was left shocked as Naruto turned towards them. Oh, you're here already. You found out, huh? Leave it to the best detective of the world. As Bruce, coming down, took off his mask and marched towards him and punched him in the face. That was not from Batman, said Naruto. No. As Bruce finally broke down and hugged his brother, that was from a brother who was worried about his little brother. Don't do this stuff, okay? Don't make me worried about you anymore. I'm sorry for what I have done. I'm sorry about what happened in the past as well. As Naruto returned his hug back and said, I know. I'm fine. How about it? Are you willing to join the Justice League? Said Bruce. As Naruto then chuckled. Seriously? Even after knowing my methods and knowing that I won't stop? Well, as long as you don't kill and abide by that rule, I'm okay with it. I hope you all guys are as well. Of course, Bruce. They all said with a smile, now realizing and finally opening their eyes to the very reason that they have turned their faces away from. Why they wore those suits. Why they became heroes. It was for the people, to make sure that they were felt safe. Even while, at that time, the law and everything existed. They broke that system and became those vigilantes and heroes to the people, knowing that they would be able to protect them, give them the justice they needed. which Naruto made them realize that they have forgotten after the Justice League was formed. And so after that, many changes in Justice League was made, and Naruto was standing right in front of it all. As now we see, back in Gotham, Bat Family has been growing ever since, on, and Naruto, well, so has been his harem, because he has been so far able to attract three dangerous women in their own right: Diana Prince, Lady Shiva, and none other than the very plant lady of Gotham herself, Poison Ivy, or Pamela Isley as her name was. Because of Naruto's connection to nature, and because of his abilities to grow nature on a whim, she felt a kinship to him, and Naruto was able to heal her as well. And that was it for her to fall in love with him. And as for Lady Shiva, she loved and respected strength, which Naruto held like a true sage, and believing that he was an incarnation of a sage of old times, she followed him, and soon after seeing his ways, she fell in love with him. And as for Diana, well, due to his flirtatious and childish-like nature, she fell in love with his cuteness. So in total, Naruto had 3 wives now, and many things were going smoothly, as the whole world was finally at peace. The criminals, most of them were now in Arkham Asylum or Rogue Gallery, or in many different places, sealed away, as they were all on wheelchairs though, completely paralyzed from neck down. They could barely move their eyes. They could hear, they could sense, but they couldn't talk or do anything, not even lift a finger. And the irony was, Joker for the first time felt sadness, and even in that sadness he laughed, knowing that it was his own misery he was laughing at. He didn't learn his lesson at all, and not like even Harley Quinn did. And many of the corrupt politicians, thanks to both of them and the Justice League working together, were found and were unfaced in front of the people. And so, starting from the USA to the whole world, thanks to Justice League and many other heroes emerging, they all formed an alliance and a peace was preserved. No more wars, no more hatred, just pure peace. And it was all thanks to one hero, Hound. No, Naruto, Vayne. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!